Hello, Cancer. This is Gypsy Spirit here, and I'm here this week for the week of February 19th through 25th to give you a tarot reading. And I have already drawn your cards. So some of this may apply to you, some of it may not. It is a general reading. Please bear that in mind. If you want your own personal reading, we'll talk about that at the end of the video. And in the meantime, let's go ahead and get started because, like I said, I've drawn your cards. I'm using the Alice in Wonderland deck. And I got to ask you, Cancer, what is going on? What the hell is going on is more like it. We got an Eight of Pentacles in reverse, reflecting on money affairs. We got the major arcana, the Sun card. All of this is in reverse. And we got the Eight of Cups, emotions in reverse. So it's almost like you've had kind of a meltdown. Or like you've given up hope, or like there's something that just didn't work out. Maybe you were studying something or starting a new business, starting to learn something, trying to move forward, and it just came crashing down for some reason or another. Even the Sun card is telling me that it's almost like you're in a winter funk, is what I'm feeling, that just things just are not making sense to you, and you're trying to figure out how to get back on track. The eight is always a feeling of being trapped, or feeling like you're trying to find your way out of something, and whatever the situation is. And I feel like it has something to do with money because, you know, we got the Eight of Pentacles. Again, this is a general reading. You can pick your own story. But it feels like you're trying to figure something out, trying to make headway. And it just seems like everything that you're doing or have thought about, you're just stalling. It's almost like you're stalling, especially when I see the Eight of Cups in reverse. It's like you're just stalling on something, on an idea or something, creativity, because maybe your creative juices aren't flowing like they normally do. There's something that has brought you into a state of being in a funk, depression, the energy around you is stagnant, and you just don't feel like, or you just don't really know where to go next, what direction to go to. So Cancer, this week is gonna be, it's like a doom and gloom kind of week for you, where you just want to stay in bed and not go anywhere, talk to anybody. And you know, sometimes maybe you have to do that. Sometimes it takes time to figure out like what's really going on and how to get out of this. I feel like for some of you, you've been encouraged to move forward, but you're finding some sort of an excuse to procrastinate and move forward. It could be, you know, something that you're afraid about doing, or you just are feeling like you don't have enough money, or I don't know, support, whatever it is that you're wanting to do, and you are procrastinating on moving forward. You know, I knew I was in business for myself. I had a store. It was a little vintage clothing store, and there was a lady who was a friend of mine, and I encouraged her to open up her own store because she made these fabulous soaps, and she was very successful with them when she went and did like vendor. She was a vendor at all these different events, and she did very well. And I told her, I said, well, you should open up your own store, you know, because you're very good at what you do. And she did. There was an availability that came open, and she opened up her store. And you know, I'm always about marketing, and I love marketing and learning how to like market what I do without having to pay a lot of money. I try to be very creative. And so she and another woman, we were all, the three of us were like three musketeers. We were all friends. We were all in business for ourselves. And the other woman and I, we were always trying to encourage her and give her help her with ideas to market her business. Her business did not do well at all. But it just seemed like every time we made a suggestion to her, she would find a reason why she couldn't do it. And I remember talking to the other girl about it, and we're talking and trying to figure out a way how we could help her. And I said, well, every time I suggest something to her, she always finds a reason why she can't do it. And the other lady said, you know what? I never thought about that, but you're right. So I have to ask you, Cancer, are you being your own enemy? Are you being like that woman who is just finding every excuse why you can't do something, and it's making you feel trapped? Because yes, I mean, this woman who had this soap business, she had a beautiful little store and she was creative, but she felt trapped in this place because she wasn't able to step out of the box. Even though we gave her so many ideas and creativity to help her, she couldn't see it. She couldn't step out of that box. So I'm asking you, Cancer, is this maybe the reason why you're feeling like you're in a funk? Like there's no ray of sunshine around you, because you're feeling like everything you want to do, or the suggestions or the creative juices just aren't flowing, and you're finding reasons maybe not to move forward. Why? And you have to ask yourself, why are you finding reasons not to move forward? What is it? This could be a relationship. There's a lot of people who they know they got to get out of a relationship. They know it. They know that if they stay in this relationship, it's not going to work. And they will find every reason not to move forward. They'll think of all kinds of things. It could be, they'll say, oh, I won't have enough finances. How do I move, or how do I get out of the situation? If I don't have enough finances, I have to stay here with this person, because otherwise, I don't have really the means to make it on my own. You know what? If you have the means, if you really want to get out, you really want something, you'll find a way. So I have to ask you, Cancer, what kind of excuses are you making up for reasons not to move forward that's making you feel trapped? And by making you feel trapped, it's almost like you're becoming the victim. You're creating that the mentality of being the victim here. So, like my friend, she was like, well, I don't understand why my business is not moving, why, I'm not doing that well. And, she couldn't understand what the problem was. And so, is that what's going on with you, Cancer? You don't understand what the problem is? I'll tell you what the problem is because you're finding excuses not to move forward. And some of you may not like this video. That's okay. I'm just, I'll call you out when I feel like I need to. So I hope that this will help you enough to make you think about it. If you have, if you like your own personal reading, you can get that. All you got to do is go to my the box below, and it'll give you my website. Go to my website. If you'd like to get a personal reading with me every month, you can do that by becoming a member of my Patreon page. My Patreon page information is there too in that box. If you like this video, please hit the like button. If you want to hear more of my videos or see more of them, hit the subscribe button. And I will see you again next week, Cancer. Chin up. Things are going to work out. Just turn that thinking around. So I will see you again next week. Bye-bye.